area of a cylinder, okay? So, who remembers from 9.1 what a lateral face was? What is it, Mario?
The face around other than the two bases.
Okay, so lateral faces is anything besides the base, any of the other sides. So in a cylinder, the lateral faces are just the sides of the cylinder. So when we're finding the lateral area, instead of finding the area of all the sides, we're just finding the area of the lateral sides, of the area of the sides that aren't the bases. So if we have a cylinder, what are we finding the area of if we're not finding the bases? What's left if we take the bases away? The sides, right? Okay. So here I have a cylinder, but I took both the bases out, right? The bases are empty. I don't have a top or a bottom anymore. So we're just finding the area of the outside, okay? So it looks like a straw, right? So tell me, what is the formula for the surface area of a cylinder? This is from the video.
S equals 2B plus CH.
Okay, S equals 2 times B plus C times H. All right? B stands for what?
Base.
What about the base?
The size.
Not the diameter of the base. What's the capital B stand for? The area of the base. So in the video examples, we found the area of that circular base, okay? But if we take away the two bases to find the lateral area, what do you think we need to take away from this formula? Monica? If we're taking away, hey guys, listen up. We have a lot to do today. If we're taking away the area of the two bases and figuring out what's left, what do we need to take out of this formula?
2B.
Those two B's, right? B is for the area of the base, and we have 2B because we have two bases, the top and the bottom. So if for lateral area, we want the area of everything besides those bases, we just have to take that 2B out. So what's going to be left is just C times H. Okay? What does C stand for? The circumference of the circle of the base.
But wait, if it's the same base, how do you get the circumference?
You can still figure out what the diameter or the radius is of that circle that would be there. Okay? So in example 1, it asks us how much plastic is used to make a straw that has this given diameter and height. Okay? So a straw is just the sides, right? A straw doesn't have a top and a bottom. So what are we trying to find if we're trying to figure out how much material we need to make a straw?
Surface area.
Kind of the surface area, but surface area also finds the top and bottom. The lateral area is just the area of the sides.
The lateral
Okay?
surface area.
So to find out how much we need to go around the straw, we're just trying to find the lateral area of the straw. Okay? We don't need the top and bottom, so you don't want your straw to be closed. We just need the sides. So what did we say was our formula for lateral area of a cylinder?
S equals CH. But it's not.
Well, and I'm going to put LA for lateral area, so I know I'm telling the difference. I'm not trying to find surface area. But we have just the circumference times height, okay? So less steps than what we were doing with surface area. So circumference, I'm going to do my work over here to the right. What's the formula, someone other than DeMario, for a circumference of a circle?
Pi r squared.
Pi r squared is area.
2 pi r.
2 pi r is circumference. Okay, so we know that the diameter of our straw, it says it's 5 millimeters. So how do I figure out my area, or my radius, sorry, my r? What is it, Jason? Cut the diameter in half, okay? So if the diameter is 5 millimeters, the radius is going to be 5 divided by 2, which is 2.5 millimeters. So we can plug this in for r, and C is 2 pi times 2.5, okay? For pi, you can use 3.14 and plug it into your calculator, and what do we get?
18.
All right, anybody get it in their calculator?
Yeah, wait.
I need a second.
Okay, 2 times 3.14 times 2.5. 15.7.
Would that be okay? I have a question about this.
Okay.
Will they all be square too?
That was close.
Area.
That's a good question. Is circumference going to be units squared or just normal units? Is it an area or a distance?
It's the distance around.
It's the distance around. So are we finding square units here?
No.
No, it's just units. So the circumference is just 15.7 millimeters. Okay, so we found the circumference. We also need the height to plug into our formula. The height is given to us to be 195 millimeters. Okay, so do we have everything we need to plug into our formula for the lateral area? We have C and we have H, so now we just have to plug it in.
Wait, how'd you get 195? I wasn't listening.
If you read the problem, it says we have a diameter of 5 millimeters and a
right
height
there.
of 195. Yep. So you don't have to calculate the height. Okay, so for C, I'm going to plug in 15.7. And for H, I'm going to use 195, what was given. And when I multiply these together, what do we get? I'm going to plug it into a calculator. 15.7 times 195. No one has a calculator?
3,061.5.
3,061.5. I agree. What are my units going to be for lateral area?
Square.
It's going to be units squared, and we're dealing with millimeters here. So lateral area is a type of area. We're finding the area of the side, so we do have units squared. Okay. Questions on number 1? No. All right, example 2. Find the lateral area, and we're given a cylinder. So what did we say our formula was for the lateral area of a cylinder? C times H. Danny, what did we say C stands for? Or Lewis, I'm sorry. I'm your brother. Picked on last hour.
What?
What does C stand for? The circumference of the circle. All right. Ford, what's the formula for the circumference of a circle? It's not pi r squared. 2 pi r. Okay. What is our radius on this cylinder? It's on the picture. 1. So for r, we're going to plug in 1, because our radius is given to us as 1 meter. So we have 2 times pi times 1. So you can just plug into your calculator 2 times 3.14. So when we plug this in, we should get 6.28. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
All right, what are the units for circumference?
9 squared.
It's not going to be squared. What's it going to be?
Meters.
Meters. Okay. We have our circumference. What else do we need to find the lateral area? What else do we need to find first? The height. Is the height given to us here? Yeah, what's the height? 2 meters. It might be hard to see, but it's the distance from one base to the other base. So our height is 2 meters. So now we just have to plug this into our formula. So lateral area equals, for C, I'm going to plug in 6.28. For H, I'm going to plug in 2. And when I multiply these together, I get 12, and I'm going to round to 0.6. Am I done?
Nope.
What am I missing?
Unit.
My units.
Meters squared.
Justin, what are my units here? Meters. And what are we're trying to find lateral area. So if it's area, what do you think our units need to be? Just meters? Meters squared.
Hey.
I need a desk.
You can grab one of the empty ones over there. Sorry, I don't know where it went.